All right, Tuesday, July 21st, and we are back in the market once again. And the market still is very hot. Still a lot of good moves between ETFs, small caps. Most people are playing small caps, but you don't have to. There's other moves every day. But it's been definitely a market where you can make money both ways. It's not like a dead market where there's nothing out there. That actually happened. I remember it was, I think, 2018 in the summer. It was so dead. There was barely anything moving, but with the coronavirus and all the volatility in the market, it has been very strong. All right, so let's go to MTP. Started off, they got 5.15 million in float. At least Trade Idea says this had partnership, I believe, with Big Pharma. Was that the news? Medtech stores are entering research collaboration with Big Pharma. So that was really good news. This started pre-market once again. All your small caps will definitely start pre-market. Sometimes as early as this was like 4 a.m., 4:45 a.m. Put in a peak candle here at 6:45, and then it went all the way down. And a lot of people give up on it. Like you're watching, this isn't doing nothing pre-market. Sometimes, you know, you'll have a move, maybe it does nothing all day, and then it'll be like 3 o'clock, it'll move up. So you can't let anything go in the market. Once or I'd say 7 a.m. all the way till you trade after hours. You just got to stay with these things. This is the 3-minute. You draw your line right here. This is a trend line. And where does it break? Over 275, then you have 3. Now, if you're in here 3 with pretty good size, you see this move then start to come down. Professional traders are not going to panic because if you're in 3, your stop's probably like 275, maybe lower, depending on your shares. But right here, it comes down. Let it come down. That's why you have a stop, maybe 275. Anytime as a move, and it doesn't matter what it's doing up there, as long you know your stop. So don't be scared of the stop there. So this was great here, and then we took off right at the open. Look at the volume, nice volume. And a little inside candle here, 475, and across. This was right at about 6, and then 625 went all the way down. And we came back. It was really strong here. The volume decreased. Definitely was consolidation, then came back up, and we pretty much double top, a little bit over, and then came back again. Then you're just faking out longs here, and it gets very choppy. See this here? You're playing at 525. And that's why, or maybe 1 to 2 good moves, like here, and this is the very beginning of the morning, then, especially in a stock like this, it's not like a steady, slow grind up. You can get this candle here, that'll like just tear you apart. So you have to know each pattern each day, and you want to catch a good part of the move. Like this is early. That's why early is better in stock trading. Like in anything, early, think about it. You want to be early to the club or late to the club, right? You're early, you're there. You don't want to come in late. This isn't a VIP and you're coming in late. You don't want to do that. All right, so MTP, this is a great runner. And look at the chart here. See all these spikes? Spike, spike. This is another one. It spikes a lot. It doesn't really hold well. This is one of the best volumes, 200 million. I haven't seen anything like that since the stock started. So who knows what this could do? They have not a lot of cash, it seems, 14.48 million. Maybe they'll an offering, we'll see. But a lot of these moves, and I'm looking at my past 5 days penny stocks, and there's been so many moves every day. You don't even need to go back to the day before. But I mean, you can trade how you want to trade. That's interesting. But and let's get a 5-minute on MTP. You draw your line down here. And see right here, right over 275, right here. That was a nice move on the 5-minute. And if you want to widen this to a 50 cents, because it's 75 is 75 and quarter is pretty small here. But if you're doing a wider line here, then use a wider stop. So that was a great trade altogether if you caught it long. IMRN, this is a former runner from back in June. And then yesterday, look at the volume here, 50 million. And this killed people. If they were holding short, they saw this, look at this. And then they're holding, and look what happened, right? They blew up their accounts. So you cannot hold these biotechs for a swing. You got to be crazy. The only way, maybe if you want to do it, see if it's down here, or if a stock's so low and you're going to hold it for a while, and then you're waiting for a spike. Eventually, most of them will spike at some point. You don't know when, but I mean, if you're holding these, it has to be very specific. You have to be really at a low point if this spikes up, or even if you're longing it and then it crashes, or vice versa. So this killed people here. And then it formed like a head and shoulders right here, head, shoulder, shoulder, then dive down, draw your line, couldn't get over there, little fake out here, and you get it a 10-minute. See, it never got over it. The 20's over to 13 EMA crossed over. So this was another move there. And what was the, it said 3.47 million float, another low float, and the volume's huge on there. See, the other days are low, so anything happened with this stuff. This is pretty crazy stuff. I have cash 3.4 million. Who knows? They could do an offering. All right, MBEV. Stock's been around a while. Draw your line down here. This is a short all day. There's nothing going on here. Nothing good in the candles, like the play, unless you're short. Nothing to the long side. Verb, total spike up. This is a total pump stock, 15.4 million. Nothing on the 3-minute here. I try not to go below 3-minute, but there is occasions the 2-minute you'll see like nice candle setup. So it's more for small caps or extremely high volume stocks, like when a stock is just moving so good in the morning, or you can see it in the chart. So this was a quick spike. Now this is more of a very quick day trade. GBR, this is another one, quick spike. Jan, this was around months ago, wasn't it? Yeah, look at the chart on Jan. Let me get it a weekly. Yeah, this is a clear channel. Look at this. You have 8 and 2. Bouncing back and forth here. All these spikes. Omni, OMI, Owens and Minor. Start to move pre-market here, not great volume. You see like 1,000 for 8, shallow. Then it starts to build right here, which is a good sign. Then you had a little bit of a triangle here. You can draw your line and broke up. And where's your line? This is on the 3-minute, 11. So you can bring it down to 50 cents, 11. Are you closer to 50 cents or 11.50? So you put one out here at a buy at 11. Because you're closer. There's nothing closer. You're not closer here or here. That's the line here. So you got to play whatever line you're closer to. Sometimes they'll pull back. See, like this is in between. And this broke all the way up to 15, which is a really nice trade. OMI, 60 million. This is a higher float. But it doesn't even matter sometimes. When momentum is in gear, it won't even matter. And go into the 5-minute. Move over 950, and this nice little cross, change direction right here. 11 was a nice play there. So, all right, OMI. See, this is in a downtrend forever. Then is really choppy for not the whole year so far. Then up on 61.4 million. What was the news on this? So let's see here. Erica Owens has a new man in her life. It's her 90-day fiance disaster. Is that news here? Clyde Owens, what is the OMI operate healthcare solutions company, product services, healthcare providers. I don't know. Why was that in my news thing? It's in trade ideas. Coronavirus opportunities, Clyde Owens joins, Claridor, accelerate insurance innovation. Okay, there was news there. So first move here, you see here, just do what the chart tells you. Just follow the chart. Where do you see the lines here? 950, maybe a little higher, but that's the main. We're going by quarters here. So there it is, 950. And where's it closer to? Right here. Remember, the 13 EMA will always be to the right. The right is always the buy. This is the main space. See how it's closing? Then it closes in. It gets tight right here. It's a great long. TNXP, we talked about this yesterday. It was a nice move. This had a move right over 180 and then popped to 230. See, I don't like trading these. I like more of a pattern. I mean, these are definitely came out of this. You could call it a like a channel, not a channel, like a trend line. You know, trend line broke up, but it's only like 3-4 candles and that's it, and it dropped. So they're the tougher plays in them. ONTX, too choppy, very choppy there. DMPI, excuse me. Moved over 115, not a great gain, it's like 30 cents. ICD, this had a huge move and this formed this wedge down here and then really faded ever since then. Now it's coming up again. 2.3 million today. Not great volume, but it did show a good long. Got a loan. ERX. I have a big, looks like a descending triangle here. You can see all the spikes through this triangle, but it couldn't get above it. And then it keeps trying today. Again, it tried. And we've spiked to 170, fake to 130. Too quick of a spike for me. CSLT. Castle Light Health. Yeah, this has really been beat up. Got a move here. I had the, let me see here. If you draw this line here, breakout. Yeah, this is the Fibonacci retracement. And I retraced it from here. It doesn't matter in this. I barely ever trade this. Would trade it, but you can see it falling. It's more of a, not a wedge. This looks like a channel, and it broke out of the channel. So divergence on your stochastic looks pretty good. Gene, this is after the huge drop right here. Then it bounced back today pretty good. And we're at 9.9 million. So this is very volatile. You had the halt right here, that huge drop, now it's back up again, trying to break 5. CHNR, China Natural Resources. China stocks you to watch. They're all pumps, pretty much. I don't trust anything there. And this tried to spike up. It wasn't a bad move. It did hold pretty well. So, TAT, HIBB, they're the top 20. What else do we have here? BNGO, NBR. This had the breakout back in May when all the stocks were running that huge move now. All the way back, and this was a nice move today. You had at 1.8 million. This is right over 33. Look at this. This is trades I like. Excuse me, definitely easier trades. Once it's over here and all these little dips, you can see the 13 is very nice space between the 20. That means it's a buy the whole way up. And if you go even to the 5 minutes, even better. Look at this, so far away. Hammer candle bounce. And you'll recognize these patterns over and over, like long plays, small caps. So that was really good. IFRX. This stock all the way back. This was like 40, it dropped to like 2. Came all the way up, tried to test near 9 plus, then faded. Came back up again today. Didn't hold though. NTC, ARLO, CEI, DPST, what is this here? Direction, regional banks, bullish. Never really seen this before out of all the ETFs. But it's actually holding, if you look here, 3607. I mean the low. held the low pretty good. What did it do today? Today had a nice move. And then 52, that's like a $4 gain. So that was a 17% gain. It's not bad for an ETF. FCGN, NOVN, there it is, filling the gap. Sometimes, oh, this took like, what, 6 months? 314 million in the gap now. Eventually they will, most of the time. I would say probably 75% of the time, they will fill some sort of the gap. All right, get up here, 75 cents. You have the $1 roll all the way to 125. It's a nice long. AGE. This P-back, Penn Valley Corp Energy. Can draw this over now, this line. So it held. See here, the low is getting higher, higher, then it bounced down. That trend line connects. Now we're coming up here. This is 1025. A lot of these trades too, a lot of the higher priced. I would say once you start getting over 5, it gets the patterns are a little bit different from like the penny stocks. At 1 to 5 range, and real small low floats at spike. They're really wild price ranges. So this was over 1050, or excuse me, 1025. See, here's your high today. So you know you have high today break right there. And then what do you have below? You have support, you have 13 over 20. That's why you see these candles bounce off that. Traders use 1320 EMA, 9 EMA, VWAP. I don't even use VWAP no more. And then 1025, hammer candle right up. And on this chart, you can see there's your buy. So right here, I mean your sells right here, 1, 2, because this, once you see this, and this hammers out, 13 still over 20 nicely. There's no bend. There's no real curve. It can't be a quick drop through. Remember, it has to either like bend severely like this, and then you know maybe something's up here. That's a sign. That's the 5 minute. And then you get a 10 minute. It wasn't even going to sell the whole way. It was a sell right here. So that's why I try to use a 3, 5, 10, 15 on your like charts. If you're trading, like I usually put like 3 charts. So it was really nice. LPI, looks like, yeah, oil is up today. That's right. Oil's making a comeback. This isn't a bad long. LPI, Laredo Petroleum. NRGU, this is oil, 3 times levered, ETN. GES, Gas Incorporated, there's some big candles here, it took off. QEP. MUSA, Murphy USA. Just double bottom to 126. Higher price, but really good range here. A big dollar gain. Going down the list here. See what else we have. Gel. All the energy plays are moving. So there's gel here. This came up. It's like a trend line now. It's trying to come back up. That's not bad on that. TTI is a break of this little triangle. SM, another energy play. This is OIS. This is oil state. This is another one. So we have a high of the day back there. So this is looking more promising here. You have a big move up, and it came down. Didn't get it all the way, and then we're curving up again. So we do have that whole divergence, and maybe this will go up even higher, even a bigger bullish move. There's that. That's like the same type of pattern. AGQ. I've never really seen this. Appreciators Ultra Silver. Wow. This is like 15. This is more than a double silver. Jesus. And this is what do we got here? This is OII. Let's take this out of here, delete this. You draw your line here. Draw it up here. We'll see if that holds now. This trend line, it's like a new trend line, maybe. Same pattern here. You still have this gap here and this candle. AAOI applied up to electronics. This is not a bad move. It's like a big curve happening here. This is, look at that. See the wicks here? See these candles, that's why they're always going to tell you the, the story here. Bounce back, bounce back, bounce. Once you see that, they're trying to push it down and bounce back up. You know that's a great long. And at 1250 held. Trumps. This is all the way down the list here. Ears. I'm looking at different plays here. KNF. All right, so that's pretty much a lot of the list here. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. All right, so Dow Jones was up 159, S&P 5.46, NASDAQ was down 86.73, small caps plus 19.52, the VIX 24.82 was up plus 38, commodities gold 18.43, silver 21.72, crude oil 41.53, so that was up. So where we're at here in the Dow, had this move here, remember, it's almost like a W or we're going N, back and forth. 27,000. Try to break this and get into this. It filled the gap, but trying to get to the next high in the Dow Jones. So it looks like we're crossing over again. So we'll see on that. There's your high, previous high. So we'll see what happens with this. On Dow Jones, SPY. It's looking like a filled candle. It's getting very high above your 1320 now. We'll see extremely high on stochastics, which can only go sideways or down. So this would go down, I would say, maybe 315. We'll see. NASDAQ. And there's another one. See this candle? Then it roared back. Look at these candles. We'll see. This doesn't put in more than really 2 candles. Look all the way back. You had 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 every other one. So it really doesn't put in since way back in April. Put in 2 bad candles. Wouldn't surprise me. This does this and a big green candle tomorrow. So there's nothing changed with the NASDAQ. It's just going strong. As long as the coronavirus is around and work from home, it's just been on fire at this point. So any pullback, I'm still going to say we'll watch the 1320 EMA, maybe like 10.3, 10,300. So we'll see on that. All right, let's take a look. Bearish ETFs S-Dow today. Still in this channel, pretty much 27, 21 was down today. SPXS. This is going further down because the SPY has been strong. Very oversold. SQQQ. And this is because the NASDAQ strong. This mimics the NASDAQ bearish. And this thing is run on a downslide. TZA. It's going down right here. Very oversold. Still in the downtrend. Here is Pro shares SCO. This is short oil. And this has been very oversold for a while. No real spikes. So oil's been coming back up. UVXY. Just did have a bounce that held at 25. Extremely oversold here. And this was a nice bounce today. Right over. So if you're looking at this one too, you have the high of the day about 25. A lot of these patterns have been the same. Right off the break, they are red to green, or see this candle kind of red, then a big candle. Didn't go down far, and then at 24.75 bounced right up to 26.50. Nice long today. And this is the reason it could be another long too. It's very oversold here. From here, we could, once it's over 7.82, it's not going to stay there. So you can see the bounces. You're going to get bounces in there. So we'll see what happens with that. SVXY. This is short futures, and this was down today. PRY. Energy bears. This really broke this triangle here. The low is getting higher each time. Big break today. And this is a great short. Look at that. Could have caught this 52 all the way to 46, $6 gain. So on the short side, because the market, overall the market forever has been great. So there's only a few I would like. Maybe if the Dow goes down, SDAO, SQQQ, but the Nasdaq's way too strong. TZA and FAS have been back and forth. They had their moments. UVXY is good because there's still volatility. If we stay, above 20 still, at 25 keeps spiking, that's looking better. Energy's not bad too, ERY, so it's been back and forth. UDAL. And here we are on UDAL. And it's a big candle here now. We're sort of like going back and forth here, trying to fill this gap of 74. It just looks like we're going to cross over again and go up, so that's bullish. It looks very bullish. SPXL. This is getting kind of far away from everything. A pullback, I still would say, would be about maybe 44-ish. And this wasn't a good long today. This sort of faded, popped up too much, and then didn't do nothing the rest of the day. PQQQ, this was a bad day. After that big run yesterday, we popped right up. After hours, pre-market had shot right down. Small gain right here. TNA did nothing. FAS broke over 34.50. Satsul. I'm putting a bearish candle today, so this is really nothing today. LABU. This was a short today. Nugget, JNUG. Really huge candles and bounces, and the daily kind of getting far away and like a little pullback again. See if this can pull back in. JNUG till this needs to pull back in a little bit. UCO, this was a breakout of ascending triangle. And it broke up here. And today, though, it was too choppy. What else we got here? ERX. This was a nice long. So you had your channel and a falling wedge. And this is how a falling wedge should go. A tight wedge, breakout. On a breakout, then it should pull back. A falling wedge, it will come back and retest a little bit like this did. And see how it held the line. And then 8.9 million today has been real good volume. And this was a really good long. This is right over 1410. It shot right up. So this is a great long ERX. DFIN. So you have a falling wedge here. Made the move up, gap up, then sideways, little spinning candles. Little fake out candle here, and this is going back up. This is really good volume, and we may be turning the corner here. Maybe we start to go up slowly here. I like this. We're not fully over like 80 or 90, so still room to run to the long side. So that's looking better on DFM. DIN. This is another one. Had to move up. Big candle. Then you thought, it's going down. The volume was lower. That's the only good sign. See that? That volume was higher. And this testing again this 40 level and DIN. Nail. It's trying to get to the 38.2 fibs, which is 40. Way up on stochastic. So this might pull back. This could pull back all the way to 30, possibly. We'll see. All right, so let's take a look at take a look at some oil plays there. Oxy. This is still showing the lows are getting higher, and this was a nice move today on Oxy. 44 million. Yeah, and that was a nice breakout today. APA, Apache, sort of like winding, like sort of like small moves down. Didn't go down hard, but it came up today pretty good. And then a nice breakout on Oxy. So oil plays were in effect. What else do we have here? Let's take a look at the cyclicals. Nothing doing here on Carnival. Back and forth. Not much movement. NCLH. Same thing, trying to hug that 15 line. RCL. Not much doing. CCL. Same thing. So not much there. The airlines reported, and most of them are pretty bad. JetBlue. Put me a green candle there, but didn't hold much. HA. Looks like this moved down, but it's holding here. This is a nice green candle. ALK. Same thing. You're going back and forth. Not like this. Not like we're moving each day. It's just like back and forth moves. Casinos win. After that big candle up, we're pulling back again. LBS. Going up. Sort of stuck in between here now. Either breakout or breakdown. We'll see here. All right, what else we have? We have, so that was casinos, not really doing much. The airlines reported, and they're all bad, so they're not really moving right now, and the cruise liners are not doing much either. So it's mainly small caps right now. And look at my top gainers. Let's again trade ideas. I'm seeing tons of stuff under $10. I can count like, looks like got 20 of them under $1 too. So penny stocks are killing today. Now you did have some ETFs with nice moves. Energy. When energy is going good long, ERX is good in some of the energy plays. And then your ETFs, it really depends on where you're at. If you're in the Dow Jones, you're in S&P, NASDAQ. UVXY was good today. The VIX. Let's take a look at the VIX as volatility. Here's the VIX. So it came down from that 44, came down 32, touched 24 now. It looks like it wants to double bottom here and might pull back up. We start to get volatility and probably get this 28 level. So UVXY was good today. So the penny stocks have been hot pretty much. And then you see you got to pick your spots on the ETFs. Like each day, the TQQ yesterday was awesome. Now today NASDAQ was down. Small caps were good today. So it's TNA. But this wasn't really that good to trade. Sometimes you want like a better pattern. This was a complete spike up, spike down. That's small caps have been very tough to trade. Not small caps. I mean TNA, the ETF for small caps. So it all depends on the pattern too. Like UVXY was a better pattern today. And see to the downside. this is right here. The downside is limited. It's already down, so you're going to get some probably better spikes to the upside. And this is how to start. When you see this, nice candles moving, then you're over to 13 EMA. Yeah, a little stretch. That's all you want is a little move here, maybe an hour, 2 hours, and you make a great gain on that. So if you get into say like 25, 1,200 shares, let's say, it's like $1,500. It's great. So small caps are still the theme. Your top movers, you have COVID news, you have different type of news, and it's hot. Oil is moving today. UVXY, the volatility was a nice trade. Oil ETFs were a good trade, like ERX. And some ETFs, it depends. You just have to look at what kind of ETF. Let me see SQQQ. See, this never runs because the Nasdaq's so strong. Look at this. This is in a complete downtrend. So look at the 5-minute here. Over 585. You don't even get good range in this. You might get about 30 cents. So it's not even good to play that long. So some of them just avoid. That's why in the bear side, SDAL, TZA, FAS are the main ones I play. Let me see SOX. SOX wasn't even that good because SOXL was down there, but it's not much of a movement. So you'd rather play something else, even with them. So that's why SDAL, TZA, FAS, maybe. UVXY, you'll get good range. Let me see ERY. ERY does put in some big candles. This move was like 52. Yeah, you get a $6 gain. So that's not bad. When oil is like very volatile, there you can get a good range on that. So you have to look in the morning, see what's moving, narrow it down to maybe 3 stocks, and then really hammer it. So, all right, that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Probably give me some more good runners with news and everything going on. So that's it. Please subscribe to the channel and like. And we will be back for more tomorrow.